Alright, so in this third video what we're going to do is really just fine-tune sort of our cat's walk here. You know? And really it could be any generic thing, it just this thing sort of looks like one to me. So what I want to do is, I want to get a nice, again, S-curve in the movement. So I'm going to look at the shape of this guy, and let's go ahead and show where it is just super tiny. So what I could do here is take my scale down a little bit. Kind of focus on that, just so you can see sort of the one here, or we'll do 0.0. Because what I want to do is I just want you to see how he moves across that line, using that line as sort of a point of reference. So if we're on 0 here, and you're noticing that he's not getting enough like of a curve, or what we can do is we can actually play with this guy. So I'm going to pull this in, and that'll give us a little bit more of that nicer curve we're looking for. So I'll set a key here. I'll move it -6. I'll just hit S to set a key on that. Our translate Z here, I'm not going to play with. So on 30, set a key there. +6 here, just to kind of help give us that shape. Same thing with the head. I'm going to rotate that on 0, sort of facing the other direction. Kind of pull that over a little bit. So again, we're getting a nice S. Hit S to set a key on that. And so let's sort of even out these values. So let's go 20 here. For now, we'll just play with that movement. So -20 on 30, I'm going to hit S to set a key. On 15, I'm going to go +20. Kind of still getting that. How that kind of looks. Okay, so on all of our up positions, so on 0 he's down. I'm going to move his head up. So let's do 13. On 0, 30. Oops. And on 8, let's bring his head down. 5. How that looks. Alright, and let's do the same thing. We can even offset these guys. So these sort of move his neck, little bones in here. Guy right here, they sort of help move with that offset. Let's see if we can grab that. Um, and when we go to clean this up a little bit more, that way we have the actual whole neck movement. So let's go 0 here. Select this guy. Put up just a little bit to kind of help that. Set a key on that. Same thing on 15. Let's do 7. 15, 7, 37. And on 8, 23 minus 7. That way we get this sort of the neck encompassing. Now it's really robotic, so we're going to clean all this up in the graph editor too. So let's actually tackle that now. So window animation editor, graph editor. So I want I want a smoother motion as it comes in. So I want it to slow in as it comes out. So let's break these tangents too. Kind of bring this down, bring this down. Or as our character's head is sort of swaying in, get a little bit smoother of a motion. That might be a little too exaggerated. So let's grab these guys, plateau it, and then pull them up a little bit. And let's do the exact same thing for the head here. Bring these guys up, flatten them. And on 0, I think what I'm going to do is really pull this up. The problem with this guy is his back limbs are a lot shorter than his front. Or, I'm sorry, his front limbs are a lot shorter than his back. The thing we can do is on 8, when he's really exaggerating here, you can kind of bring up just his hind legs a little bit more. Get something that's more like this. It really pushes that shape. So on 7, we want 8 here, let's say. That means on 22, we go 8. And on 15, we 0 it out. 30. That really helps push that sort of walk. So I'm just going to finish this off by animating the tail. So what I'm going to essentially do here is sort of select all the way down this chain. That first one. Rotate that out. And then I'm going to select, I'm really just following that sort of curve that we were sort of establishing earlier. So I'm going to finish off my S. And an easier trick might be to just select this one and then type in select dash high. There we go. And then on 0, set a key, 15 set a key, and 30 set a key. So on 0, I'm just going to hit E now. Sort of rotate that and then just select my base here. Alright, so in this tutorial we're going Alright, so let's do that again. Do our S select, dash high again. Opposite direction. Rotate this guy. We might have to go in and sort of rotate these individual bits, or we have to move these guys are sort of the nodes that go to the tail. But just see how that looks from the top view. Make sure 0 and 30 are the same. Go to 15 here and invert it. Again, we can do a better job of sort of pushing that curve, you know, maybe rotating the hips a bit more on 15. Going as far as minus 17, and then again on yours it's going to look a little different than mine, so I want to make sure that I'm on positive 17 there. Better. 13 looks kind of a crummy tail swag, so let's make sure we do select dash high. Select space dash high. And I'm just going to set a key on 0 and 30. Go ahead for now and curves and press play. Alright, so in class what we're going to do is we're going to take it a bit further in the next set of tutorials, and what we'll do is we'll have our character move across the surface with a person holding a leash.